do have one, yeah.
Shabbat Shalom! Happy Hanukkah! So you might not know who I am or who I'm playing. Someone already asked me, why do you have a carrot on your head? I am a snowman named Olaf. I've already been confused with Ola. Harvey Horowitz thought I was one of the sacrifices. But I am the happy, cheerful snowman character, and you might be wondering what Cantor is wearing over there. Look at her spectacular blue dress. You have to imagine she has special powers of ice, and she is in charge of Arendelle, and her name is Anna. Elsa. Okay, no, Anna. Oh, gosh. Well, I'm Olaf. You have to forgive everything. We do have an Anna. That is our executive director, Joanne. So when you see her, you'll know that she's Anna. We have reindeers here. We have a whole bunch of characters. So welcome here to our Hanukkah Frozen Shabbat extravaganza. We have on the table over here all of our various Chanukkiot, our menorahs for Hanukkah. And we're going to have a chance to light them. And those of you that brought, we're going to bring you up in a minute, but I think we're going to begin with a song. Since we just ate, Cantor just has her new Hanukkah album, so we're going to begin with a song dedicated to the donuts.
Donuts? Donuts? What do you call donuts in Hebrew? Sufganiyot. And there is a song about Sufganiyot. And it's the blues. Who likes the blues?
I like the blues.
Yeah.
I got the blues.
I really have to apologize. Paul Staley was supposed to be here this evening. We have to say a Misha Bayrock for him. He has the stomach flu that's going around. And I just got a call from him about a half hour ago, and he's not leaving the house right now. It's the fever's starting to hit and everything. So we wish him well. So we're going to try a few experiments. Poor Mike, he got volunteered about a half hour ago. So we'll see what happens, no rehearsal. And then we're going to just try singing some songs off the track, from the Hanukkah track. So, and if you did not, I know I made my visitation to the social hall, and I gave out CDs for people who didn't get it. If you didn't get a CD tonight, let me know. I have a whole bunch of them here. We wanted to make sure that it gets around and gets heard. And we're going to try this. This is only my second time trying to do this. So let's see what happens. Oops. Okay, so since then, my Bluetooth rejected the speaker. It worked. It worked while you guys were munching on latkes.
What about Sufganiyot?
That's, well, that's afterwards, right?
Yeah.
Did it hook up? Did it pair?
No, it didn't pair.
I don't know. I always thought that Elsa had some superpower. You know, the strange thing about Frozen is only one character has superpowers in the whole thing. Olaf does too, but Olaf only has powers because of Elsa. Oh, here we go.
I had it going 10 minutes ago.
We're gonna give new meaning to the song "Let It Go." By the way, I did bring in my comfy pillow, so if anyone wants.
You have to forget it.
No, I had it going.
Try to pair my phone.
No, you don't have these. Just leave it, just, let's see.
It usually blinks when it's paired. It's not going to pair. You have to
You can try shutting your phone off.
All right, while we're waiting, why don't we come in and we'll take a nice deep breath of Shabbat air. Let's think about this week of Shabbat and Hanukkah. Think back to that first night of Hanukkah. Where were you? Where were you celebrating? All the way back so long ago. That was Sunday night. And think through your week, all the different moments. There's so many special moments, particularly on a week of Hanukkah. And let's think about those times and the many ways that we were able to be with one another and to be able to celebrate together. We take a deep breath, breathing in all of Shabbat, everything that we want to hold on to, and breathe out everything that we want to let go. I told you, it's just going to keep coming up. Ready? All right, one more time. Nice deep breath. So, oh boy, that's definitely a moment I'm letting go. Okay, why don't we bring over everyone that has a Chanukiah? We're going to light our Hanukkah candles, so come on. If you are lighting candles, there was one that didn't have, two that don't have candles. We do have candles down there, so find your way around. And the nice thing about it is if you light a shamash, light someone else's shamash. And for all the kids, what night is it tonight? The 6th night of Hanukkah. And how many candles do we need on the 6th night? I 6 candles. Oh my God, we're brilliant here. Okay, that's unless we're Shammai, of course, and then we only need 3 candles. Is that correct, Harvey? Okay, I can't go backwards. All right, so when you're ready, light all your shamashim, shamashot, shamashim. I think it's shamashim.
This needs to be blinking.
All those helper candles.
It's going to pop down there, but it takes some time.
What's that? Yeah, ours are down there. And even if you don't have them around, if you want to just gather to see, they're gonna have a chance to reveal in a second too.
My Wi-Fi is, I'm picking up that.
All right, here we go. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Chanukah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'asa nisim lavoteinu bayamim hahem bazman hazeh. And as they're getting set up, we'll do I Had a Little Dreidel. I had a little dreidel, I made it out of clay, and when it's dry and ready, oh dreidel I shall play. Oh dreidel, 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 I made it out of clay, and when it's dry and ready, oh dreidel I shall play. It has a lovely body with legs so short and thin, and when it gets all tired, it drops and then I win. Oh dreidel, 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 I made it out of clay, and when it's dry and ready, oh, dreidel I shall play. All right, so if you've lit, come over here to the Shabbat candles, because we're going to still light our Shabbat candles. So gather over here. And Aaron, do you want to light for us the Shabbat candles?
I'm connected.
Many of you contributed to Foster Love Closet. And Foster Love Closet is an organization that Aaron runs, Ricky L. over here.
Sweet.
They need socks and underwear and diapers. And it's for all the foster families in the area. Sometimes when they're adopting, fostering, there actually is nothing else. So we'll have Aaron light, and so you might see the collection box out for that as well.
Looks like we got it.
Okay, good. So after we'll do this.
Not promising, but looks like we got it.
And why, Mr. Horowitz, why do we light the Hanukkah candles first before the Shabbat ones? Because we're not lighting candles. All right, let's bring in all the lights, and the lightsabers. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. Wow, look at how spectacular. If Aaron, can you lift up the cup there? And we're going to do Kiddush. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Is there no cup? Ray Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho v'yahva u'ratzon hinchilanu zikaron lema'aseh b'reishit ki hu yom tehila lemikra'ei kodesh zecher l'tziat Mitzrayim kivanu v'acharta v'otanu kidashta mikolim Avad kodshecha v'yava uvratzon hinchaltanu Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh haShabbat. Amen. All right, you can pretend. And l'chaim, look at all, and we actually have at least 1, 2, 3 not lit. So if you haven't lit, you still have a chance to do so. But we do now have a miracle.
Let's see
Elsa
the miracle of
used
the oil.
her powers of her daughters to create magic. Let's
see.
hear about
Let's
Sufganiyot.
see. You want to sing about donuts? Yeah. All right. Let's try it.
Let's see what happens.
I want to. Oops. No.
Did anyone see the movie Knives Out? There's a very funny scene about donuts in it.
The wrong one. We want Sufganiyot. I spoke too soon. Here we go. Here we go. Clap your hands.
Anyone who wants to dance, stand up, dance.
You know the word
Ruth, thank you.
Sufganiyot.
You got it.
Sufganiyot, Sufganiyot. Oh, how I love those Sufganiyot, Sufganiyot, Sufganiyot. Oh, how I love those I heat up the oil. I wait until it's ready to boil. Roll up the dough and put the jelly in the middle. I drop them in the pot and I listen to them sizzle. Everyone! Sufganiyot, Sufganiyot. Oh, how I love those Sufganiyot, Sufganiyot, Sufganiyot. Oh, how I love those Sufganiyot. Some like 'em hot, some like 'em cold. Nobody likes them when they get too old. Raspberry, strawberry, chocolate too. Those Sufganiyot are so good for you. Everyone! Sufganiyot, Sufganiyot. Oh, how I love those Sufganiyot, Sufganiyot, Sufganiyot. Oh, how I love those Sufganiyot. I love 'em for breakfast, I love 'em for lunch. Dinner time, snack time, I gobble a bunch. Only problem is when I eat too many, my tummy starts to hurt and I feel kind of funny. Sufganiyot, Sufganiyot. Oh, how I love those Sufganiyot, Sufganiyot, Sufganiyot. Oh, how I love those Sufganiyot. I go down to Paula's on Sheridan Drive. Them buffalo donuts, they keep me alive. Peanut stick, jelly stuffed, chocolate glaze too. When it's Hanukkah in Buffalo, I'm glad I'm a Jew. Everyone! Sufganiyot, Sufganiyot. Oh, how I love those Sufganiyot, Sufganiyot, Sufganiyot. Oh, how I love those. One more time, everyone. Sufganiyot, Sufganiyot. Oh, how I love those Sufganiyot, Sufganiyot, Sufganiyot. Oh, how I love. Big finish ending. Those Sufganiyot.
Oh, too many Sufganiyot.
We did it! The miracle of technology.
Wonderful. Several years ago, we did. Oh, I love that. An extra little
You know what?
beat. We did a frozen Purim, and we called on the Purim players to try to do another rendition of it, this time for Hanukkah. So if you look in your programs, you will see Let It Glow, and we have a number of people that were in that original cast production of Frozen Purim that are now back for Frozen Hanukkah. And please sing along with them. They've had exactly 30 minutes to practice. 10 minutes. 10 minutes.
Stand there. They're not going to hear you in Boxcast land.
For those
so
of you
maybe
that
should
don't
hang
know our
out here.
community, we have wonderful Purim productions. They worked for a full 3 months on the play, and we actually are starting our new production upcoming next week. So if you are interested in the Purim production, you can always join up. Huh?
The snow blows wide on Lake Erie tonight. Not a footprint can be seen.
Wonderful. That was great. Thanks, Mike, for really. I had a very choppy version of the song, and Mike Frisch put it all together. So we have a tradition now. We're going to welcome in, now that we welcomed in the frozen characters, we're going to welcome in Shabbat officially. We welcomed in Hanukkah, of course. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn to Lecha Dodi, which is on page number 9. And we will sing the first 2 verses, 1 and 2, and then the 9th verse on page 10. On that, when we turn to page 10, we rise and we face the doorway over there. We bow to the Shabbat Queen as she comes in, and then we welcome each other. So wish each other a Shabbat Shalom or Happy Hanukkah, or just Shalom works as well.
La 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 lecha dodi, la 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 lekra kala, la 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 b'nei Shabbat, b'nei Shabbat mikabela, la 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 lecha dodi, la 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 lekra kala, la 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 b'nei Shabbat, b'nei Shabbat mikabela. Shamor v'zachor b'dibor echad, ishmi'anu el hamiuchad, Adonai echad, u'shmo echad, l'shemo tiferet b'tchila. La everyone, la 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 lecha dodi, la 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 lekra kala, la 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 b'nei Shabbat, b'nei Shabbat mikabela. Likrat Shabbat, lechu v'nercha, ki mikol haveracha, merosh nikedem nesucha, sof maaseh b'machshavat tchila. Ya la la, ya la la lecha dodi, la 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 lekrat kala, la 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 b'nei Shabbat, b'nei Shabbat mikabela. Roi v'shalom ateret bala, gam b'simcha u'sohola, tochem unei am segula, boi chala, boi chala, ya la la,
Welcome
ya
one
la la
another.
lecha dodi, la 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 lekrat kala, la 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 b'nei Shabbat, b'nei Shabbat mikabela, la 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 lecha dodi, la 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 lekrat kala, la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 kadodi. La 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 kadkala. La 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 the Shabbat. The Shabbat the Kabbalah. La 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 kadodi. La 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 the kadkala. La 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 the Shabbat. The Shabbat the Kabbalah.
I invite you to stay standing if you're already standing, or stand if you're able. We stand just like the Hanukkah candles, all at our different heights. Yeah, I hope no one melts in here. And we have a little miracle. We didn't burn down the place yet. All right, we gather together. If you want to see in our prayer book, our beautiful youth prayer books, page 22, our call of community, page 22.
La 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 Hamevorach, Hamevorach, Baruch Adonai, Hamevorach, Leolam, Leolam Va'ed. La 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 la.
We remain standing on page 23. Do we have any young readers that would like to lead us? It could be a whole bunch of you. Any of the Leah, you want to come up? Come on up. Yeah. Come on. We'd love to hear your voice. When young people read, it warms our whole heart. Okay, here, come on up. Yeah. Don't. Cecilia, if you want to come, you're more than welcome. Okay. Is she able to? Okay. Okay. So Leah, you're gonna lead. Cecilia will be your moral. She'll be there for comfort. Do you see right here?
Mm-hmm. Prayer is the way we speak to God. Sometimes we pray alone. Sometimes we pray with others. Sometimes we pray out loud. Sometimes we pray silently. Sometimes we pray with our words. Sometimes we pray with our deeds. Sometimes we say our prayers. Sometimes we sing them. However we choose to pray, God, we pray will always hear us.
Very nice. Very nice. Beautiful job, Leah. I'm really proud of you. Nicely done. Terrific. All right, Cecilia, you can sit down too. We're going to remain standing for the Shema, our central prayer, page 34.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shenkavod Malchuto Leolam Vaed. Baruch Shenkavod Malchuto Leolam Vaed. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad.
You may be seated. And
Yeah, we love to sit down.
since I have my own kids here, I'm going to call them up. Jera and Boaz and Ben, if you want to come too, you can all do the Biahafta. Come on, come on. Come on up. There's other kids here that know the Biahafta. There we go. The Biahafta is on page 36. My kids were making fun of me because during Frozen 2, I was crying in the love scene. They were laughing. Yep.
V'shivtecha v'techa uvashecha v'derech uvshovtecha uvkumecha uvsharkta leot al yadecha v'yehilatotavod beinenecha uvtavtam amizazel beitecha uvisharech Laman tiskuru v'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'yotem kiddushim Elohechem. Ani Adonai Elohechem. Asher hotziatem v'eretz Mitzrayim liot lahem Elohim. Ani Adonai Elohechem.
Very nice. We're going to turn to page 38 for the Micha Mocha. Thinking about all the miracles.
Yam bye 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 ya bye 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 bim bam ya bye 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 ya bye 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 bim bam ya bye 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 ya bye 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 bim bam ya bye 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 ya bye 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 bim bam hi kamo kavanim Adonai hi kamo kaneza bakodesh norati lodon sefele norati lodon sefele ya bye 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 ya bye 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 bim bam yam
to rise. We're going to take a couple minutes for our silent Amida, our silent prayers. Take some time to think about the most important things in your life and your thank yous. The prayer itself begins on page 46 and goes through 52. And whenever you're ready, you may be seated.
Once there was a little top sitting on a shelf in a Jewish bookshop. Its sides were red, blue, yellow, and green, the prettiest top you've ever seen. It had so much personality, it seemed to say, "Oh, please buy me." One day a lady came into the shop, looked around, and said, I'll take that top. She went into the shop. She said, I'll take that top. So the lady took the top home to her children. Her children had other tops. The little top watched the other top spin so that it could learn how. The little top noticed that the other tops would whirl dizzily for a minute or less and then fall down flat. The new top said to itself, I don't want to be like that. They spin around for a while and then they drop. Then they begin to spin again and then they drop in a clumpy, lumpy, dumpy flop. But I'll be smarter. I'll be a better top and spin during the entire week of Hanukkah, just like that wonderful cruse of oil that kept burning for 8 days and 8 nights. So the top kept spinning really long, long enough to rate a song. סביבון סוף 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 חנוכה הוא חג טוב חנוכה הוא חג טוב סביבון סוף 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 חג שמחה כולם נס גדול היה שם נס גדול היה שם חג שמחה כולם. Once there was a little top. It kept on spinning and it would not stop. You put it down on the ground. It started spinning round round and round, round and round it started whirling like a ballerina twirling, spinning far into the night with the children sleeping snug and tight. When the children got up to play, the top was merrily spinning away. Everyone was so amazed the top could spin for days and days. Round and round it kept on whirling like a ballerina twirling, dancing by the candlelight. The top was truly a wonderful sight. Nun, Gimel, Hey, Shin, 8 days and nights the top would spin. As long as there were candles to burn, the top would turn and turn and turn. Round and round it kept on whirling like a ballerina twirling. How this happened we don't know. It was like a miracle from long ago. And on the last night of Hanukkah, candles were burning lower and lower. The top kept spinning slower and slower and slower and slower. And when Hanukkah time had passed, the little top lay down and went to sleep at last.
Wasn't she wonderful? It's so nice to be here. How are you doing today? I'm kind of melting here. I don't know about you. So, it's time to tell you the story of Frozen Hanukkah. Do you know the story? Believe it or not, in Allendale, there actually was a need for Hanukkah menorahs. And I, Olaf, am going to tell you that story. But first, let's bring up some of the characters. We need Anna to come up. She's one of the central characters. And we have Elsa up here. And we have our reindeers. Come on, Sven. Come on up, both of you. Sven and Sven. Come on up. And I've recruited a new character I'm going to tell you about. His name is Hans von Shammai over here. All right, so in Allendale, we have our wonderful heroines, Anna and Elsa. Aren't they quite a pair as sisters? And we know from the story that they really try to love each other and support each other. But sometimes, as siblings do, things go a little bit wrong, and there's some disagreements. And we know that poor Anna here had something happen to her heart. Does anyone know what happens to Anna's heart? What happened in the first Frozen, not second one? Was it broken? Or was it frozen? All right, so Joanne, Anna, your heart is frozen, so we need you to sit back over there. Why don't you sit on Cantor's chair over there? So we need to do something, and Elsa was looking, what could she do? And she saw our wonderful menorahs, and she thought, what if she brought Hanukkah to Allendale? Hanukkah is such a wonderful holiday, it could warm anyone's heart, right? So she decided, she announced to the whole kingdom, come on. And Olaf, I was her spokesperson. Do you want to do it? Do you want to announce it? Come.
Olaf, come.
Build your menorahs for me.
Build your menorahs.
Wonderful. So, everyone from all the kingdom was coming. We needed to save Anna's heart. Can we do it? Do you think we could do it? Yes. Can we save Anna's heart? Meanwhile, Hans von Shammai came, and he had an idea of the biggest, best menorah ever, and it was going to have all the lights on the front.
Here's what we're gonna do. As Ed Sullivan used to say, it's gotta be a big show. We're gonna take all of the candles and light them on the first night. And we're gonna have all of the dreidels spinning on the first night. And we're going to make all of those latkes on the first night. And it's going to be a spectacular big show, and that's what has to happen.
Do you think this is going to work? Is it going to warm up Anna's heart? What do you think? Yes. All right, we're going to light them exactly as Hans von Shammai wants to. So light them, and let's go oohs and ahs. Let's hear ooh, ah. Anna, are you waking up? No. Stay down. No, it's not working. Ooh, ah. And everyone do the Hans von Shammai. We're going to make it so big. It's going to be
big
great.
Show.
It's going to be awesome. It's going to be amazing. So the 8th night, the first night of Hanukkah passes, and Anna still has not woken up. Elsa is very panicked, and also Sven is running around like a reindeer. It was terrible. What are we going to do? Now the 7th night comes, and Hans von Shammai lights again. Look at the beautiful menorah. We all gather. But now there's one less candle on it, and it doesn't feel as special. And Anna still has her frozen heart. And it keeps going and keeps going. The 6th night, and it's a little bit less. Oh, he's blowing out the candles. And the 5th night and the 4th night, what are we going to do? Meanwhile, Sven takes out a little tiny menorah. Do you see that little tiny baby menorah? Come, Sven, come a little closer here. Both of you are Sven. Sven had a little tiny menorah, and he just put it kind of near Anna over here. We'll come over to Anna. And now it's already the 6th night of Hanukkah like it is tonight. And he lit his candles so sweetly. No one even noticed. They were all over by Hans von Shammai. They were going, ooh and ah. Meanwhile, Sven ben Hillel lit his little menorah. And he lit it. Now, instead of having 3 candles, like Hans von Shammai, now he had 6 candles on it, and he sang the dreidel song, because Sven likes to sing. Dreidel, 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 we made it out of clay, and when it's dry and ready. And everyone started gathering until the 7th night, and Anna's heart starts warming up. And this little tiny menorah. Now, Hans von Shammai only has 1 more candle to go, and his candles are burning out. Meanwhile, Sven has all 8 lit. How does that feel? Let's all do ooh, ah. And Anna comes back to life. And that is why we follow Sven ben Hillel and not Hans von Shammai. Do you see? That is the secret of the Hanukkah story. What did you think? The littlest, tiniest menorah. Thank you. A big hand. No preparation whatsoever. All right, we got one more Hanukkah song, I believe. You said you had another one?
No, that's okay.
Okay, so we're going to do our prayer for healing now. You need some healing after that story. Okay. And the prayer itself is on page 125. Mike is going to join us as well. We're thinking about Chad Ayers, Grace Bluestone, Nicholas Caracello, Kathy and Chris Crawford, Bobby DeBruin, Roxanne Cohn, Gail Lewis, Cindy Lieber, Charlotte Krebs, Joe Morris, Carol Silverman, Flora Snee, Mindy Weinman, Andy Wozniak, Andrew Zubak, Avraham Ben Moshe, Sarah Bat Chaya, and Malka Bat Naftali. We'll go around, and if you have other names you want to say, just raise your hand. as we sing a Misha Berach, a prayer of healing for them. Body and soul. We turn to page 130. We rise for Aleinu. It's not enough for us just to pray. We need to go out and do good work in this world.
Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, latet gedula liotzer breshit, shelo asanu kigoyei haratzot, ולא שמענו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגור עלינו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומורים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא, ונאמר והיה אדוני המלך על כל הארץ, היום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו
We see the lights lit around our sanctuary. These are the lights that are touching deep into our souls. People that we are remembering who died recently or in years past at this time of year. We're remembering our beloved Marianne Goldstein, Holocaust survivor that passed this last week. We're glad she's out of suffering and pain. But she has a proud legacy here, especially within the Holocaust community. We're also remembering Sheldon Benetovich, Rose Bulowski, Sandra Larke Kloman, David Majeski, and Norman Rosenthal, all who died in the past month. I'm going to read our yard site list, and I want to just pay special attention to someone who has their first yard site of their son, Craig Aaron Dumaine. May his memory be for a blessing. We're also remembering this time of year Mildred Bennett, Pearson L. Cohen, Rose Fertig, Mary Frankie, Norman Friedman, Flora Gallipoliti, Paul Gold, Joseph Greenberg, William Green, Burton W. Gassau, Albert A. Hannaford, Ida Haas, Ann Hoffman Fine, Ezra Hurwitz, Jack Cariff, Tanya Kozauer, Lillian Levy, Jacob Lipsitz, Judith Landau Liss, Charlotte R. Majeski, Thomas Markel, Myron Miller, Esther Minster, Dr. Alex Morrison, Gerald Olbert, Martin Pine, Hyman Pleskin, Rosalind Posterman, Ray Robbins, Robert Norman Roses, Harry Rubin, Sam Schaefer, Joseph Schweitzer, Jenny Siegel, Nathan Siegel, Donald M. Silverberg, Ann Slonim, Melvin Tasman, Selman Terzi, Florence Viner, Dorothy B. Wabnick, Abraham S. Weinstein, Abraham D. Weissman, Lois White, Dina Yud, Dr. Charlotte Udell. And when we say people's names, we help to keep their memories alive. If there's other names that we didn't mention, just raise your hand. All those whose custom it is to rise. For the Mourner's Kaddish, it's on page 134. Oh, did you want to say? Yeah, I'm sorry, Deborah, I don't know how we didn't have her name. So her nephew had died this past week. So what's his name? Greg Adam. He died on his birthday, so sad. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei rabba v'alma divrach irte v'yamlich malchute v'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayed echol beit Yisrael v'agalau v'zman kari v'yimru amen. Yehi shmei rabba v'rach li'olam olme'ol maya v'yitbarak v'yishtabak v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei dekudasha b'rechu Leila min kol birchata v'shirata, tush bechata v'nechamata, damiran bi'alma v'yamaru amen. Yehi shlom rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'yamaru amen. Oseh shalom b'mramav, hu yaseh shalom, aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'yal kol yoshvei tevel v'yamaru amen. May God grant peace to those who have left this earth, and may God grant peace to all of us here today, and we say amen. You may be seated. Zikronam levracha, may their memories always be for a blessing. I'd like to invite up our Jedi president of synagogue, Bruce Corris.
Shabbat shalom. There we go, better. Long time ago, in a Jewish federation far, far away, a loyal, small but brave group of synagogue presidents banded together. And they said, we must take on the evil empire, because the evil empire is not letting us do announcements on Friday nights. So they trained under their wise teacher, Oive One Kenobi. And he trained them, and they trained with drones, and their jokes got groans. But they kept going. And then one day, Oive One said to them, there's nothing else I can teach you. You've learned. You have earned the rank of Jedi Temple President. Go out there, take on the evil empire, do your Friday night announcements, and always remember, no joke is too corny, no pun is too punny, a groan is a laugh that's inside out. So Shabbat Shalom, by the way, I didn't want to wear the Grinch costume tonight.
May the Schwartz be with you.
So Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Happy Hanukkah. This is one of my favorite nights of the year at Temple. A lot of people came. We had a wonderful latke dinner. We had a wonderful service tonight. We'll have a great onig to follow. Special thank you, of course, to Rabbi Alex, Cantor Frank, and where's Mike? And emergency fill-in Mike Frank for making our service so fun and meaningful and musical. We have stuff coming up this weekend. Tomorrow morning, we have Torah study at 9 a.m., followed by the Shabbat morning service. Sunday morning, Rabbi Alex will be having a meeting, right? Are you meeting this Sunday? No. Okay. Sunday morning, though, we have a Purim. Sunday morning is the Purim Spiel audition. This year is what, Megillah Mia?
Don't make it sound scary.
Well, you know, she's tough. She's directing this year.
We just want to all get to know each other. It's a meet and greet.
Meet and greet. So, okay. Sunday morning, 9:30?
9:30.
9:30 here at the temple. This year it is a Megillah Mia, so it should be a lot of fun. Bingo Monday night, 7:30. Doors open at 6:30. We can always use some players and volunteers. Please join us. Next Friday night, 7 o'clock p.m., we have Erev Shabbat services, our first of the new year, and we will have an onig that will include a champagne toast in honor of the new year. As I was mentioning, Rabbi Alex is starting an adult B'nai Mitzvah class. If you would like to learn more about taking part in this really wonderful experience, please chat with him. We are selling Delta Sonic car washes and interior cleanings for $12 each. They make great gifts. That's a tremendous discount. All the proceeds will benefit our religious school. Also benefiting our religious school, the Super Bowl squares are coming back. We can't sell them tonight, obviously, but they'll be floating around. If you're interested, talk to Joanne. Please check your service leaflet for other upcoming events. We want to wish you all Shabbat Shalom. Thank you to the A-Team, Marsha Bougie and Mark Nightinger, for being our service greeters this evening. Sheila Bernard from the Women of Shir Shalom for helping with the Onig. Please join us in the social hall for a special Hanukkah/frozen Onig featuring frozen treats and all sorts of other stuff. Shabbat Shalom.
You just like to have that lightsaber there. All right, we're going to conclude. I can see the candles we have a little bit left. So I think we're going to make it with still the lights lit. Page 187, O Hanukkah, O Hanukkah. If we speed up the tempo, we can beat those candles.
So thank you for your patience, everybody. Of course, we had about a 10-minute warning before we found out that poor Paul couldn't make it. So we're going to be singing to the phone again today. So here we go. Now it's working. Hey, Mike, move the mic.
You used your powers.
Elsa powers.
It's working.
Yeah, it's working now. Get ready. Oh, Hanukkah, oh, Hanukkah, come light the menorah. Let's have a party, we'll all dance the hora. Gather around the table, we'll give you a treat. Set people to play with and latkes to eat. And while we are dancing, the candles are burning low. One for each night, they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. One for each night, they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. Oy Hanukkah, Yom Tov Sheinem, a lustige, a fröhliche, nicht noch a Säune. Alle Nachten treten lachen, spielen wir. Zotig Häsel hat es kann Schir. Geschwindet sind Kinder, die Tinneke lichtelig on. Sing al-Handi, sing lob Gott, Farini, Simon Gott, Kichel tanzen im Gott. Sing al-Handi, sing lob Gott, Farini, Simon Gott, Kichel tanzen im
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. As you came in peace, may you leave in peace. Please return your prayer books minus the leaflet to the front. And we just made it. Look at that. Thank God for those good candles, though. Yeah, we'll bring them.